Portugal, a country once known for its struggling economy and brain drain, is undergoing a remarkable transformation. In recent years, this small coastal nation of beautiful beaches and stunning sunrises has become a hotspot for a new type of immigrant, the ones coming on the digital nomad visa. At the heart of this change are several factors that have made Portugal irresistible to a growing group of global citizens. First, there's the worldwide shift towards remote work, accelerated by the pandemic. Then, there's Portugal's forward-thinking approach to immigration, with the introduction of digital nomad visas that welcome these location-independent professionals with open arms. Combine those two with reliable high-speed internet infrastructure and low cost of living, and you will see why remote workers are storming Portugal. However, while this has created opportunities for the country, it has also led to certain challenges. It is estimated that as of 2023, there were about 16,000 digital nomads in Lisbon alone. This is because of something called the concept of geo-arbitrage, a strategy that's becoming increasingly popular among remote workers. Geo-arbitrage involves earning income in a high-wage economy while living in a lower-cost location. To illustrate this, let's compare the cost of a typical workday for a remote worker in New York City versus Lisbon. In New York, a day working from a coffee shop might cost upwards of $50, including coffee, lunch, and potential co-working fees. In Lisbon, a similar setup could cost less than $20. That's a potential saving of over $30 per day, or nearly $11,000 per year, just on basic work-related expenses. This cost difference extends beyond just daily work expenses. According to recent data, the overall cost of living in Lisbon is 44% lower than in London, and a staggering 58% lower than in New York City. For digital nomads, this means their income stretches significantly further in Portugal. Imagine earning a New York or London salary while enjoying Lisbon's lower costs. You could afford a spacious apartment in a trendy neighborhood, dine out regularly, and still have money left over for travel and savings. It's this dramatic increase in purchasing power that makes Portugal so attractive to digital nomads. As expected, the arrival of thousands of these digital nomads has sparked a wave of demand-led growth across various sectors. These newcomers, often with higher disposable incomes, are spending more on local goods and services, injecting fresh capital into the Portuguese economy. less and less affordable for the average person. In other words, many locals are finding themselves priced out of their own cities. Young Portuguese professionals in particular are struggling to find affordable housing in the urban centers, where most jobs are located. Some are being forced to move to the outskirts of cities or even to smaller towns, facing longer commutes and reduced quality of life. So while digital nomads are bringing money into the economy, they're also inadvertently contributing to a growing inequality gap. It's a complex issue with no easy solutions, and it's one that Portuguese policymakers are grappling with as they try to balance the benefits of this new immigration with the needs of their own citizens. However, despite these challenges, Portugal's overall economic trajectory is pointing upwards, largely thanks to its ongoing digital transformation. For one, Portugal is seeing a surge in digital employment that's outpacing the Euro area average. More and more Portuguese workers are finding jobs in tech-related fields, from software development to digital marketing. It's a bit hard to differentiate whether this is because tech immigrants are coming to the country or the locals themselves adapting. To support this growth, Portugal has been heavily investing in its digital infrastructure. We're talking faster internet speeds, better mobile coverage, and more robust digital services. And this isn't just happening in big cities. There's a concerted effort to improve digital access across the country. This strategic advantage is attracting major tech players to set up shop in Portugal. We see that the Portuguese economy has significantly increased due to these developments in recent years. Before the introduction of the digital nomad visa and other progressive policies, Portugal's GDP struggled to recover from the impacts of the 2008 financial crisis. But things are looking better now, though they still have a long way to go. For example, Portugal currently ranks 51st in the world in terms of GDP. Before the new economic policies, Portugal's GDP was $239.99 billion in 2019. As a result of these policies, the GDP increased to $287 billion in 2023. There is a clear sign that things are improving in Portugal. Big tech sees Portugal as a rising star in Europe's digital landscape. This is all reflected in Portugal's current position in Europe's digital economy. While it's not at the top of the list yet, Portugal has steadily climbed to the 15th spot among EU member states, and more tech companies want to set up in Portugal. As Portugal continues its digital transformation and economic growth, it faces a complex set of challenges and opportunities. One of the biggest hurdles is maintaining a delicate balance between attracting international talent and addressing the needs of local residents. This balancing act has recently led to significant policy changes. The government has recently made changes to its popular Golden Visa program, and it's considering adjustments to its digital nomad visa. As of October 2023, real estate investments are no longer eligible for the Golden Visa. This change was implemented primarily to address concerns about the program's impact on the local housing market. The Portuguese government aimed to redirect foreign investment towards other areas of the economy and reduce pressure on residential real estate prices, particularly in major cities like Lisbon and Porto. In 2024, Portugal is implementing several housing measures to address these challenges. The government has launched the Build Portugal plan, which includes 30 measures aimed at increasing housing supply, promoting public housing, and ensuring housing accessibility. Key initiatives include making 25,000 homes available as part of the Recovery and Resilience Plan, changing the land law to allow rustic land for sustainable housing solutions, and providing tax exemptions for young property buyers. These efforts aim to accommodate both digital nomads and local residents, ensuring a balanced and inclusive housing market. As the country continues to adapt its policies and infrastructure to meet the demands of a rapidly evolving digital economy, all eyes will be on Portugal. Can it successfully blend its traditional charm with cutting-edge innovation? Can it create a tech hub that's both globally competitive and locally sustainable? These are the questions that will define Portugal's economic future. It's an ambitious goal, but if recent trends are anything to go by, Portugal just might pull it off.